Hi guys, Berry Babe here, checking in. Now, I want to qualify this. Today, the little scale said 0.9 down. So I was 163.6. 163, yay! But then I got on the big scale, and the big new scale said 163 something. And usually it's been like 1.1, 1.2 lower. So I got back on the little scale and got a higher reading than my 163.6. And then I got off and I got back on, I got an even higher reading. So I don't know, I'm so fed up. But I don't usually get on and off and on and off. I used to laugh that my last scale I had to get on 3 times and take an average. But pretty much what I've been doing is just whatever the first reading is that's what I go with. So I need to be prepared to have no loss or even a gain. I just hope I stay 163 something. Give me my 3 days at 163 or more, but just keep me there. So I've lost 14.2 pounds in 24 VLCDs. Tonight was my support group with my bariatric nurse, only it was me and one other guy that showed up. I drove all the way. It's about an hour and 20 minutes. So I had pretty much a private consultation. She really is excellent at getting to the heart of the labs that you need. And so she and I don't agree. I use supplemental protein. The protein I use is called Unjury, U-N-J-U-R-Y. I get it online. I also use protein bars, and I use Quest, mostly the chocolate brownie. And I've also been experimenting with the Oh Yeah One bars, and I have, pretty soon I'll be able to show you one of every one. I just am worried that once I open them I'll overdo and eat too much. We were able on the way back to, my husband is doing, he likes the peanut butter pie ones. The last bar I could get him to eat was Atkins peanut butter bar. So that's good, because if I can get him on HCG, he can use those bars. I have tried the coconut almond bliss, it's called, but I had to eat extra almonds with it. I've had a bite of birthday cake, and it tastes like birthday cake. I had a lemon one tonight, and the lemon flavor was pretty good. Also had mint chocolate chip, and the flavor was pretty good, except for those two, there's a kind of texture that I don't really care for. It's kind of powdery at the end. It's not like the Quest bars that have the chunks in them, but so I don't know. The almond bliss I will get with more almonds, and then we'll just see what the rest of them. I did buy a box. GNC's having a buy one get one half, and so I bought a box of the peanut butter for my husband, but they only had one box, and I ended up getting a birthday cake box. But my daughter's birthday is coming up, and she's going to go up to the will-be in-laws house, and I'm meeting, my birthday's in July as well, and I'm meeting with my girlfriend, so I just may take them each a birthday cake bar and give her some bars to take up north. They also have a chocolate birthday cake, and as far as I can tell, I'm due to get my box tomorrow. It's just really hot here, so I'm hoping that the weather won't melt them, because these one bars are coated with, like, quote-unquote chocolate frosting or something, you know, a coating of some sort. So tonight, while we were in, we don't have a Trader Joe's where we live, so when I go to see my surgeon, we go to Ann Arbor, which is about an hour and 20 minutes away, and they have a Trader Joe's, and so we go to Trader Joe's there. And then this is in Auburn Hills, they have a Trader Joe's and a Whole Foods. So I was looking for one bars, and so I had my husband drop me at Whole Foods, and he went over to Trader Joe's. I love Trader Joe's, but I'm eating very little, and Trader Joe's has lots and lots and lots of things that are not allowed on P2, even with my modified eating plan. So I thought I'll just go in here and look. So he ran over, there's a kind of cheese that he likes. And so it's cheaper at Trader Joe's than it is at Whole Foods. So I wandered around Whole Foods. They didn't have what I needed. But I get the heebie-jeebies there. Everything is so expensive, and it's so she upscale. You know, it's all organic or gluten-free or something, you know, makes a mystique about it. And I watch these people pushing their carts and, you know, putting all the organic food in it. And yeah, I should be eating organic, but, you know, I have a bottle of Fit and I wash off the fruit, and that's about how far I get. So, but I had a buzz on today. I get into that zone where the HCG is just right. Yeah. So, nighttime is hard, and I hurried up and got out here because light is fading. It is in the evening, and I wanted to get my vlog in because I didn't want to have to turn the porch light on because the bugs fly around them. But when I met with the bariatric nurse, I'm 163 point something, and my previous goal was 155. And she said to me, well, aren't you within 10 pounds? And I said, well, I'm thinking I want to go down to 148. And she said, I don't know, somebody your height. She said 160s is a good place. And you know what it is? For my forearms, you know, I can see my bones here, my legs. I need a little more off to kind of tame the waddle. I think I'm going to have a nip and tuck. But I still got this big roll. This big roll. I mean, it's just, I got stuff going on. There is skin, but the skin is full. I got that old lady menopausal middle tire going on. And, you know, I've been looking at ladies, and yeah, they got it. But I don't have any, I really want some this. I want my waist to be smaller than my hips. I go like this. And if I've been camouflaging all my life. You know, when I was young, still in school, maybe 5th grade, oh, they had a white pleated skirt. Oh. Now, I was buying dresses that I think had the label chubby on them, and they were hard to find. And I said to my mother, oh, look at this, and she shook her head, honey. You know, no, little girls built like you just don't wear white pleated skirts. So that's kind of, you know, notice I like the V-neck because it elongates you. I wear very clean lines. I don't do any puff around the waist. And so that's to minimize the fat. All my life I've tried to minimize the fat. So now people look at me and say, oh, you look so skinny. I have a friend that calls me willowy. No, I'm not willowy. Willowy is like this. I'm like this. So I think it won't be too much longer before I'm going to start hearing, haven't you lost enough? And one thing I'm scared, I'm worried. When you're doing HCG or, you know, you have your weight loss surgery, you lose really well. I was at goal once, my whole life once. And the goal was to stay there. You get on the scale and you want it to be the same. Boring. All my life, I'm getting on the scale. I'm either avoiding the scale because I'm gaining, or I'm on the scale every day because I'm losing. And losing feels good. Gaining doesn't feel good. Losing feels good. Now I'm going to have to maintain. Oh my God. Now, I've never been able to do P3 well. I'm determined. I'm determined this time. I want to do P3 just right so I can stabilize. I want this to be the last time. You know, I got a lot of HCG going on, but I don't want to ever have to use it. You know, I'm going to try to get my husband to use it, but I don't want to have to use it. So I've had the problem that once I went to goal, once I made it to the 155, and I was down to 153, and I was like, whoa, this is too low. I mean, I got scared. I had never been that low. I gained. Now, if I'm not at 155, I feel fat. And so all that dressing up and strutting around, no, I'm not at goal, so therefore I'm less than. It's almost like I'm 300 pounds again. 323 was my highest. I spent a lot of time at 300, a lot of time in my life at 260. That was kind of my, you know, I'd make it down to the 240s, and then I'd go back to 260, and then recently it was like way, you know, just bumping 300 a lot. And so when, you know, I got this roll around my middle, I sit down, it plops down. Even if I sit up really straight, it's like all around me, and I feel fat. I know I'm not fat. I can look at myself and it's like, I like the way you look today. But there's still that, you know, I don't feel willowy. I don't feel svelte. I don't feel like I'm at goal. And part of it may be that I'm an old lady. Now, somebody 70 is going to tell me I'm not old, but I turned 63 this summer, and, you know, I'm getting up there. I'm never going to be 30 again and able to get that. So we'll see. We'll just see. I don't think I'm going to hope HCG is going to burn off some of this. And I'm hoping my plastic surgeon can suck out the rest. Although he said if we suck it out, it'll make more loose skin. Can't win, you know? Can't you trim it off? So I don't know. Trim it off and shove it in this breast that's too small. So anyway, I'm not Italian. I don't think I have any Italian. I have a lot of other things, but I don't think I have any Italian. Well, I think that's all for now. I've been watching a lot of weight loss surgery vlogs and some HCG. Come on, HCGers, give me some vlogs. Okay, I don't know if I'll check in tomorrow or not. Put makeup on today. I didn't have makeup on yesterday, but it's like if I get up and get out, then I'm more likely to vlog. I have to haul the camera out on the porch and my stool. So I'm just rambling. I'm sorry about that. I guess I'm going to say I hope everybody's doing well. Thank you for all your comments. And that's all I have for now. Bye-bye.